movement for no. But unfortunately, okoye no nyoma ampick akaba now okay vice president no it's like a BBI come at the more no ye wala chamatem. But the name Najuma Mu as a lawyer within Akotino Papa was also a chief executive officer and as executive director at the Malance and Mines Watch Ghana. Kewdi. Good morning.
Good morning. Yamiadum,
I fresh day.
But that's in the Aquarian shroud. Their mammy said, "You make a Ghana home and some Ghana home come. But that's you share you. How many years ago? About
after elections,
yeah. After elections, yeah.
You didn't come over radio.
Yes.
Yes, actually. And as I say, share what we say. But young to state na Ghana, your justice system, no. Say next year now, say no be breaking it down my Ghana for Atia say the do's and the don'ts.
Who said Ghana 1981? The Babisi 1992. Me trust. Yeah. We have had this is the fourth Republican dispensation. Now your constitution different regimes. Now anytime there na coup d'etat beba, beba be two abaya ye two aba, and I two ne so aba. Na say our constitution no. Na say a trim. Yeah. Because sometimes omuba no almost the decrease near the aba. Into where the fourth Republican, which means that your constitution bako we ne ka ho a 9.
Okay.
Na yesha abra PNDC for a year coup 1981. So that time no na ye ni constitutional regime, but and also so nche na emra nya adwuma, and also nche na court upon but grofo dodo na no mo ka se o esa say na ehu kakra wo hodinti no wo hwe justice dispensation na akoye say ehu no akata enema bebre so nti bia say judges no kra no metimi di asem na manako ti say nifa na be nkumu aban no nyina ye no bia aban no gina no na mpempi ya na omubu adeko say de be ya aban no mana omu fatuo meku omu anase omu ma mecho nti Sananet here until say you decided say you be call a constitutional democracy. And it's Ambreno na ye a constitution no. And a bar into force in 1993.
Okay.
Now from 1993 a day ban no there. You bet me I said do na mpempi no. Justice delivery system no akoye in accordance with law and as in accordance with constitution. Esan se sisi ana emrapon ana se emraba tan a yegina so e de enema nyina akwa constitution na constitution no ema eye judges to me and ema eye executive no eye because executive am president and ministers no so to me na parliament so won to me yeah what we call your separation of powers, some kind of separation of powers, but separation of the who answer be mechanic. As a parliament when you my idea, and court, because court are not me. Person me money very simple. Judiciary no so when you my and executive no so when you my idea. But PMP no here will be a juma to me fra echo with him. Into constitution no class say some percentage of ministers no buy out to no be you know also ye free parliament.
Okay.
Said the bear a bit me ama that unity and I said that harmony no ya the better chairman no ebe ho but the no also na create problems be brama that problems no bit back can be actually now adia ya na mankrofo egitum say aso o man na ye bu no mra ye adwuma na mra ye adwuma eye say ye judges no o mu ankasa edi asem a wo mu ndi asem no esan say I was say di asem no eboa obi and I say ye di asem no esan say aban ne say and I say di asem no esan say we or a politician and now onye politician into no we look at all these factors before we render a judgment. We have what we call in Ghana judicial independence. The judicial independence are not just say a year judges a okrumo nyina no o madwene no mo ano modwene court no mo dwene emma obi ana say wo mo entina emma dwene ma amanyoku ana mo nya de be ma amanyoku obi ani age wo mo ye de mmra ne say wo mo nya de wo mo nya na no kra no say lawyers no ba eye evidence a wo mo de beba no e na be kire e na be gina so say ye di asem na ko benkum ana say ye di akodifa nti ye judicial independence na sa judicial independence no mu a no so no akwakoye say nkrofo dodo no aso say judges ni bi wo ho a wo mo take advantage of judicial independence no and accept in preduasa wo mo e de chinchim mmra no e de ye niema ense na emfata ebi mu ye de anas expose ya o ye ya sebi o payifo animu a o judges no bi je mponche je bayere ne de keka ho nyina ne sika ne de keka ho nyina eno no kochre say even though judges no your friend be high moral turpitude say womu e so mo hote because womu ye de bia ye ka de agromom na no kre ense so mo ye nyame wasase so
my lord
nti wono no obetimi a kire se ne ewo kra no wabrabo no o se betimi akọ what you say enti no say asem ekoho na se sebio judge betimi age aponche ana se obetimi age mankan ana se obetimi age bayere na wetimi bu asem na tia obi wonim se sa nipa no ND4 but isa niema wakwakwa ginti obu asem na ya idi na che se nsem bebre ho a wose yeka ti eno na obehwa a eye Transparency International sometimes some do report ne ba ne aka se ehifo na e corrupt pa se judges for ka ho na areho isa se me de makada bia gira simpiesu agira ba bia aka se oman no be yi a ejina me de madwene mu no de ejina judges no so isan say ye call elections na ye koto aba na say aba no wanchi bi ba ho ana say watimi waka me bi ba asɛmdi bia na ye de nsɛm no kɔ na judge no atena so ebu asɛm no
okay
enti say ye judicial system na say nkrofo ni gidie wo mu say judges no ana say asɛmdi fo no obu betimi abu ansɛm a ebeboa ma oba na konkan na is a problem. To me, I've always resolved myself to the position say I was see to me ye nema ebeboa ama ye judicial system no asa to me afa into my prefer no kra no say nkrofo ni che na ni gidi sa ewo esa na also enema ekoso enema ye hu ye na na dan kwakufu ado penso o hwe a ye be call election yetimi koka say birth certificate a ye wo a ye de mawo I no chere say we Ghana no ye be call election ye say birth certificate no it is not proof, it is no proof of identity say we Ghana na Ghana card and e be chere Ghana card is so ye the birth certificate they register Ghana card is so ye the passport they register passport is so ube here birth certificate and say now they there we dey akwa register nti e dey be pa na sebi mpanyifo ni mo na e koso wo judges na dwene mu ntia omutimi kan say sa ade we dey birth certificate no e no nkire say we den we Ghana ni na Ghana card na be kire ni nyina ye niam bi a man krofo status wo mo dwene say ana judges wo mo pese wo mo ye niam a betimi ama ban na oteso na ye den eni age ensem bebre wo ho wo hwa ba ku bi kra de no mo ka say eye me senior at the bar afenyo marking nsem bi e course ni ade na court no kra city no and our Godfrey Daming, your boy, former Attorney General, same you call so now in this court no class city time no na court and so much me date. Sunday money man Crawford June say na judicial na say Sebi Shenkrofo botum. And I will share crowd now, minimum so be some question, but oh share crowd no. The General so many ye former Chief Justice. Her leadership, her leadership, Justice Araba Esaba Tokonu. And also so Crawford Jina so say now we share say no so ye na fanwa na entwayi nti no sa na mani nyina wo de bubonwa na ma confidence na ide akofo enu nti na Crawford sebi omunya gidie but wo hwe judicial system no na che say ne ti ene ne nan no enu nie no ne abobo nti wo nsem bia obetumi asa bisamia
the ti ene ne nan ena ya bobo ho no nkomo ye ba bedia ba 20 years so we be make up won't me honorable na ye dey do but the yan hwa dey from arrest to conviction Ye wo manya said ya waka judiciary say bia na edu confidence no ewo mu no so as akofom ewo Ghana for do na emu obi tumi bia na onam obi afuom na bia na body ba ko bi ba nchi ba ko bi komodi ne nti na wafa na bia je ya hwe nanim 2 years 5 years na e dia ma no obi so tumi tena no office e de pen ebokro no Ghana for do no ani mi say yamanyofo ibi no mo say ni wo mo ye but o masam tumi koda court ebedu ba bia say pre-bargaining na de ono no bia na komode no a okutu obi bank ne ntumi bargaining amasa ni pa no but oni bi nti no ye de ko afiase but akesefo no memene nketo na de mba na memene nketo no ewo kroma no mo kasi ye hwe from arrest to conviction sign a process na ye dey etie mba na o mo di wo and a woman was a woman.
Yo, the medical counts are question who said, Yenina yenim, bend the dopey no besha na Sabi will be sending a can be cool be a fool, continue cocoa back one so continue Kutuman Kenny back one so Koti Okotu Okucha body back could be no their coffee aquacudi, yet Michino. I don't know a call as a Dibia Cojelino. Go has an oka 4 years, 5 years now. We should meet now in the office, no the pen, assign a signature. No akonya $20 million, $50 million near the account. The plea bargain no the other one no. Yeah, who say na aban no adwenem no sika na waje no yebetimi age afi hobby. But I said that cannot make because yeah do say be wo a wia sika fi o man no ho no. Ye do kotu afiase sika na wen. Sa sika no so yebetimi da kire o man. Enti na mpempi no ya yetimi eheka se so obetimi atua de a say sika na yehwe sika na wadi eti obetimi de abade a anya de fabra plea bargain no bi mutimi koka se o no credit e medi sika no sika no ebia medi emu ebia enfanse emu 20 million aka emu 80 million da ho eti sa 80 million no me de beba ayi attorney general omanyi yetemwa panyini otimi ka se o ene se would betimi de 80 na bade a ene nka na ayi boni awaye no enka betimi de wakotu bia fiase be 20 years but esan say would this can be ban o de obekom 1 year and now become 2 years what I say because we share the new plea bargaining act no section I believe 162H no to be a show nyema say obi betimi aye plea bargaining we are not just say work as a convict on as what me so why and but afi no but na why no only aban conscious and I say only yes only aban the state and the state and the government conscious said ube ni say it no it is said obi betimi akowia banche ne body obekomu 20 years obi betimi akowia 200 million obetimi atua bia obetimi akọ plea bargaining untimi ntua bia na wo kwa kodam yewo offenses bi so ho a there's nothing you can do to bring back the wire no and I said to restore the wire no ntia no de obekọ afiase ebi ni se ma untimi asema ya wo se beba hu to say wase asase wase nsuo wabumra
wo de besi wa wo ka kọ na afi eni nko
wabumra so se de emra ne se no wabu so what I say emra pon a se be adwuma na wo ye no e wo say wutimi ye adwuma no according to that law no wabu so sa na ni nyina ache nti eno no sa no se be wase nsuo asensa ase ni ade plea bargain be na akwa wo ka kire ko say bia asase no me ko fa ba na gudie na
de be ka say obebi claim
exactly e former gudie na watu no wo be say de akwose fom ho bia ma aha nti eno no ya na da ye ka arrest ye chiwa obi a ye be chiw bia no ye chiw pe e wo say nipa na wo ba be chiw no o chiw o video ra no chiw de nti a wo chiw untimi trefe ni aba be chiw say macho also chiw so you are arrested for this offense or so you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in the competent court of law. I don't know ye be chiw asa but ye chiw near do kwa you have the right to a counsel. Eti do kotumu a sometimes no ya na Ghana from pi no ya na ye mistake ye kwa na police for no to tia no na edri meka na kasa kache say unya lawyer because I was a lawyer wo nchen ansana obetimi cry den aka wonsem said the be ya o kina bi no police ni be kasa wo ka say wo susu nim say wan ka say And I say ubeka se wakase police no so ni so wankase until sanity sometimes no yeah na police for nankasa kra no catch your man the state has to provide legal aid for you.
What is pro bono.
Exactly. You choose what you have the omo chill no 48 hours. They have 48 hours. They can't keep you beyond 48 hours.
Okay.
48 hours just say 2 days.
Yeah, 2 days.
Woman to me any some to do 2 cells for 48 hours. What I say woman prove say and I say woman make a case against you. It is an offense. That would be unlawful what's it called? Unlawful detention. What I say what 2 months is unlawful. And you know before that 48 hours no I was saying nipa na oche no etimi court e ko catch court say nipa na ya che no ye pese ye koswa de ne tum esan say ehwehwemu bi o ha o say ya anye ye say nipa we ne be boan ene ya da ehwehwemu no
and not just say omunya court but otumi ko siki permission.
Oh yes,
from
to
the
keep
court
to continue to keep you to aid in their investigation. What you said what I say. And you know but no so no say court na say okoya say also lawyer no so betimi agina say oh nipa no nko ba bia o Ghana he ya na ofie
no siki bail
ama.
Okay.
What I say but to me do tum kwa na yo bibi e fe no bail pending trial.
Okay.
You know we betimi so akọ no akọ pre bail e dey ama o client no before the trial actually starts.
Okay.
Nti sana ehun hyehyeye no etie na ye kan ba be si wuntumi asemi so no
ye be so asemi so no say arrest no asemi no say bia in case o fie wo tumu say bia wonye bone bia police aba or say you are under arrest because of who say wonye bone bia wotumi che police and say okay say to no monko me ankasa me den meba the right say ni pa betumi akasa.
You see there are 2 types.
Yeah.
There's what we call an invitation. Police can invite you on suspicion say why money. Yeah, arrest you by babechu. Arrest no just say one kasa preliminary investigations be who say akwa we
suspect
who come. Tell no by babechu.
Okay.
What I say. But invitation there ebia say obi aba be report say bia why money bia na say why say na wo ma be invite you say oh brana be you hu no say asemesi aba case we atia o say no there but no invitation no sometimes we go house me ba ochina o ma me ba ochina chi o ma eno sa no police ba che that is the arrest. Okay. That is what
okay so then with this one no let's take somebody like Ken Oforiatta.
Yes.
Yeah peno na you see ameno so America jam from ho you be dey arrested no.
Oh say no there o say 2 different countries.
Yeah.
Enti you're supposed to be a friend extradition. Or say we making those applications, you know, now we state enough grounds. I was say extraditing at the back in Ghana. Now, me dem are hon class and no me say court no say on your body. Court now no can't on your body. Immigration court no. On no dig Ghana say my. There
say me say judge no HSA OSPN
and American but on no case OSPN to me improve ya. Because OSP no is making an application for the extradition of Ken. What was before the court was his immigration status. So why must even the court, the judge, decide to go into the merit of the case? Now say OSP say in previous I who will be our court in Tokwa or better any enemy they say may ask us and winning. There's always the element of surprise. You cannot on the basis of the way who say OSP doesn't have enough evidence to come after. I know there is an after, but the main you don't say, oh, the nanka immigration status now. Okay, say Papa no or America say or have mrakwanso and now say we need ham. What I say, and no now now they Ghana 7 OSP 7 kefa home and you know the process no me sure so must start. And you know, let's see how it terminates. I mean, the yan say nkabu trick I say ko mo train. Nanka anu so akwa bargain say and dem fa ken na ma yenso
fa buchika mam
we made a mistake but we learn from these things going forward.
Okay
You will be a friend of bill say na wo kan the chiwa every Ghanaian every offense bia na why no it is bailable because of Martin Pebu case now the court Pebu number 1 and number 2 no bail no as of right and every offense is bailable subject to conditions. Conditions no sections 96 and 97 of the Criminal and Other Offences Act, what is Act 30. Now, sa act, no, yeah, discretions be why I will say court, no, sometimes no, when the defense attending, because nipa na action on the lawyer no, or put up a case in court, say, I will say judge the client no. Judge no consider near maybe say na man na make a show baby or say adwuma or ye they has family ties nessa na man ni nyina say okwa ebia on fan and san kokeka evidence be and so on koye near maybe a betimi say investigation. All those considerations must be had. But no say no judge no so adwene mu no ye find discretion. You see, but discretion. Judge no discretion. Judge na o tia say otemwani no ono na the discretion they say me ma bail and I mean ma bail based on arguments and what prosecution for na and defense attorney so I know. And now what has our discretion no yes so exercise this one article 296 of the constitution is clear say it need say also man reasonable. And I need say say arbitrary and capricious this animal name before I say nyina. She say need say woman yes say I say what shed that person mafia nipa no. Also woman yes say mram kwan so no and why na wo nyina so a wo dey aye and say because wo hwe papa anim a wo papa yasem and unti na wo deny no bail. But because of discretion pempio no wo dim say ne ekọ. Yes kofa we bra. Ni nyina no na che say akoye say presumption of innocence na e wo ho no say yes, say your chill crown as a wokum nipa. I was a state to know the prove say wokum nipa. What I say, the state has the onerous burden, of proving each and every element of the offense. Indeed, one hour yes, I no, and as I born no sintino evidence we no yeah the touch say. When I have born, said the bear, it's Bill Nakasa, who send me bria, Miaka, Supreme Court,
I don't know yet, the papa, also chatting Cat TV, and I know pay Ghana near Jume, dear lifestyle segment in Nadia Gusua, Yadi Emma Wono, na Yanit lawyer, KWAME, OWUSU DANSO, and AD and Common, and they are no pay. And here won't to me case. Ekobaye. Now there are two others. I know Maka won't me Henry Chum, then one other, one also Eka who be. But the Ekoba say ye jail. Omuni na so je to say they were mining. Was some boy a honomono. But why only want to be 20 years? Na ye janka for.
Which case now? The state against a contact mining and want to me. That's what I say. Na Henry Chum be anka. Na akwa kwa Wednesday.
Michael something.
Also non kaho. But that's what I say. Now wound to me a contact mining and saga now is all at large. KWAME BB.
Yeah.
At large no.
On the is no not some by crowd. About by mo say.
Now ube unim no. Ube unwe. Anyway, so what I say.
Yeah.
That's that. And now number 2. We have the people. We have a from prosecution witness. We have PW1, PW2, PW3, PW4. PW2 ne Henry now can I say PW1 is
prosecution witness.
Okay. The prosecution witness she say state attending no be friend say brana be den be gina mu man be obi at say hu de ekoso a unim ne ekoso a what I tell to two ano ne ade to a prosecution witness. And I want to make a friend or no so defense witness. It's former deputy lands and mineral resources minister. Yeah. And I'm say a few others, but I think there were 4 of them or so. Also the defense witnesses. What I say. It's Henry no it be nim say one next state look up plea bargain he say mayor prosecution witness. Say the bear me masem no because yeah she camping. So because over President Mahama can say me say galamsey na ye kuna yentimi nso ano no. Yentimi nso ano because nkrofo no asabe wo mo wo asase no so mo ye man na nya omo kra ne problem no. Omo ye nkrofo bi ade ye use omo but the real people no omo ye galamsey no campaigns no e be a politicians, e be a businessman, e be a way. Enti no so obehwe mu a na me madwene mu nko ade a na che say even the Henry was not the target. The target was the person who was financing or facilitating or aiding or encouraging illegal mining on the concession idea. It's now over here now the Republic versus Akonta mining as a friend is saying accused person and chairman won't to be and the other gentleman. Now I think that Akonta mining is the third defendant, chairman won't is the first defendant. And second one here guy now exactly. Okay. And that's how
okay. Yeah. Well, my idea was how say
but I know so say Ghana for no yentimi so pushi. Say I say kwano so ye ne ko gina asendibia.
But say you no very hu
there be make Henry no. Even though I prosecution witness. No, I don't know the plea bargain arrangement that they went into, but me the imagine mu dia anka ono so no so mutumi.
Was no
because so so now you know. Say na ye say back no ono facilitate but wo de wo na wo asase no so a wo ye. Aha. To work as an cause harm not to the environment. The environmental terrorism na can was no. The person who facilitated it is there, yes, but the person who actually also did the act, no, is also there.
As I know, and why I remember, there's a question here. I say, I'm for Peka this year, a course so won't come. Obviously, we say, we see where you say the person's at large. Bofakasa. A case will be at large court term and
you at large, you see.
Johnny.
So Johnny was there. You know, at large, and as I would number be, I am from
you have bill conditions,
yeah.
Current government, you buy a course,
yeah,
and the opposition party no raise many concerns say I hear almost yame adamana bebe no mo ba ba mu a ahwe na ya ka che so mo for poop the first lender no continue more remember na agim paylo 50 million ahi Ghana cedis bail condition with sureties non movable ni ade ano nye den
oh so asem na mo ka say mercy san dem sure mo munyaka ye sure man enti no sabio say obi ay bone na o mo hwa bone no ho conditions no mo de amana I don't think that there's a problem with that enti no sa kasa no munyaka we are looking for accountability but me ankasa personally I have an issue with bail condition and I think say the only way I bit me I deal with sa bail conditions here mo strenuous and onerous bail conditions now is to go to the Supreme Court and ask the Supreme Court to clearly define its parameters. Because a bail condition, you can apply to court for variation. But if you can apply to court for variation and the court can grant it, then it means that whatever condition now but the buyer, it is not something that is reasonable. You make an what I say. Because if you were reasonable now, and can mean another court in variation. And now to be court now and variation. But also they make another say. It to me as a person I have an issue with the bail conditions. Ya kaso obi aye bonia. Tie me pa. Ya kaso obi aye bonia. You say why bone. You say
why bone.
Why bone. Dia na che so why bone. E dia be na obetimi agina so aka say kwame usu dan so aye bone. Dia obetimi agina so aka say kwame usu dan so aye bone ne say say ya chikwa me usu danso a ye hwehwemu a e wo say enioma baako mienu miensa bi etimi kire say kwa me usu danso waye den waye bone na sa enioma baako mienu miensa no kra no e kire say kwa me usu danso waye bone a police fo no dimi nka say kwa me usu danso waye bone ye court ene betimi aka say kwa me usu danso waye den waye bone now the constitution no na ebie pa esan say empempi no obi betimi ade biboni ato nipa so obi betimi twa ntro to nipa so unim sa rape issue oba bi betimi aseda ko twa ntro pa to be ma bi so say wa rape me eso bi ananya ne kure o enu nti constitution say you are innocent until proven guilty just say wo fine I just say na kosi bra aban no anase sorry court aka say wo ho nya fine Udifo. Now, ye show ni ade ni nyina ade a ye ya ebetimi aboa ma hwehwemu aden akoso. It is a police for chewa. Eno che say e wo say police for no dwen say why bone. And I say, was so much say automatically no. Nipa na ono legislate why born no. Ono no asem no no correct. Now who I was when you born no asem dey no correct. Police for no, they don't have the right to do that.
And with that, and they say, yeah, renew be before quarter. Maybe I nipa the first time one. Then I was a nipa ye.
Question I mean tiasi, but that may curse yourself so.
Okay.
Wadaroma.
Okay.
It you know, then person say presumption of innocence no. Who can even the criminal procedure books in there? It tells you say that presumption no e wo hosa kopem bra prosecution no be closing the case. Now what me prove it to the court said there is indeed a question to be answered and answer a case against the accused person. Okay. And so now the burden will shift to the defense, you know, say, open defense, but throughout the trial, the burden of proving that the accused person is guilty is with the prosecution. It's with now your man of onerous bail conditions, you are trying to punish the person even before the person has been arraigned before a competent court of jurisdiction. Mima junimunu die. Eni say eni sa.
Okay.
Mima junimunu die. Enye sa ene wo se kono.
Me question na me bisa no. On say you be call court. The first time I call court, judge be bisa no question. The first we are okay, me di for me wan chire mu. O me di bim. Me wan chire mu say. Until na me bisa say you say you be call court can name the first you call. Then I was a nipa no eh.
There be say wo no. You see you don't quite your count be a debeko. It's not it will be say how do you plead? How do you plead? The no who be plead this then we plead this you're guilty. And so plead who plead this you're guilty so immediately no ever commit on a sentence.
When you're guilty
when you're guilty and not fair you started trial. But that's what I say. And some people say, "Oh, me are guilty, but me just shame." And also, they make us what I say.
Guilty with explanation. No.
Say, I don't know. Now you have to say anything about evidence.
Okay.
What I say. Yeah. So that is how it operates. It's no media. Say, "Unye boni." I said, "Ne, unye. Also, unye boni. Unye boni ne do kujina se mbibia." Say, "Ne, I'm not guilty." Anamebwa. How do you plead, my lord? I plead not guilty. In your body. Okay. It will plead not guilty. Not just say, "Afe wo no." What could what me cry to jail them now what da. Now for you man or prosecution so. So knows why body. Or make say body away.
But sometimes yeah, lawyers no accused person no a farm no and say monum we say even say a pro bono and answer them kwa no. Lawyers need to make counsel say catch a judge and say
yes
when you're guilty.
Yes. No, but say when you're guilty. Lawyer to me can't accused person. They are also but direct too. Say one can say bet church me say I'm making. Say me catch also state also prove it.
Yeah.
Say ebia what different na say we guilty na it you know so say when you na obetimi any client na kan no nkyere say check client ni so won ko say on guilty abra onim so sometimes no even lawyers no would advise say we share case we here any evidence state in the one na asem we there o dem yenko na yenko ka guilty say the be ya try no be yentem na eno kra ko ka guilty say e bia fan say ye be jelu bia be 15 years o ko ka guilty court adwene no one we see court the time.
Okay.
It is an tell the man 7 years.
Okay.
Ni eno so ho.
Okay. Let's something they can see here. Want to make case now so no. No agi tu musa de na waye. Because he was married that was 2022.
Yeah.
Then former Lands and Natural Resources Minister Abuja Pobeka said there's something going on. There was some about can but President Bunani go so. And a bedroom some pens we even the case in the match about 9 months near. Case we there 20th year convict.
What to me case na very complicated.
Yeah, delay na be mu no. No agi tu onu anim be waye.
There be. Who kind judgment now.
Yeah.
What I like about the court, the judge was that enema ojina so the boy wouldn't to me for no. Or church running in.
Yeah.
Now, wouldn't to me does not deny knowledge of Henry. He doesn't deny knowledge of him. Wound to me does not deny the fact that man say or catch and say on concession. He doesn't deny that. What would me is what contended was that Okachen so onko ba wan kan chen say onko eden onko illegal mining. Okachen say onko afforestation and reforestation. Reclaiming I said near Mubia. Eko onku also could be.
Yeah.
Onko dua could be. Now, the guy was able to demonstrate say reclamation oh yeah this can here. Wouldn't to me wow mommy scassa me fan reclamation. So the guy was like, wouldn't me catch any say ko nako tu egu foma gudie no bi na fatu a hoka tio na utu wi a baby a utu no baby a ye di kan etu no gudua nua gudua nkube wo. That was and the guy was able to prove say ye call site ho no na gold egu ho na sika so ye den eka ho de make no so ati ase nti guy no Henry no argument no ne say wo ka kire me say me tu a me fa bi nya den entua me hoka. Because reclamation and yet it's not cheap.
Yeah.
So on the basis of that, no, that established the intention of wound to me for giving a number two. You beside a guy and say, Juma Ben now way also a small scale miner. How many years? Also 7 years. On also to demonstrate, he say, a Juma way which is small scale mining, and therefore he has no business with reclamation. Eti Sabio. Would to be asem now no can say or catch so reclamation no guy no buy no company now will be a reclamation company. A small scale mining. What it means is that concession now with the man no you gave it to him for small scale mining and not reclamation.
Okay. Maybe baby and me feel bani ye say case no or my case ne delay ye a drew baby councillor only they know or said that bit will draw or cover for no even the day of the conviction no crown na for no attacha on so any Ghana unsa na mo person mo twe case ni mo delay me wa no mo nim no kwani ba bia da.
Oh
well but obetumi activate phone lines no na ye dey nkomo na ye dey calls ne kakra film asa na cancel ya sorry so na fi wakoto na dwuma dey so phone lines no ye bie e dey atomo question bia da won so betumi e dey aba.
Mintimi nka so share that.
Okay.
And no hwentwen so. Say the bia me ka say criminal prosecution they are na ehu pa because you are seeking to curtail the freedom of an individual.
Okay.
To say bia nipa no freedom kra ne twie den.
Found
Ne fa hodie. Wo pese utwa ne fa hodie so. Wo pese od ne ko afiase. Ti ya criminal cases no ya na abotre wo. Yeah. Also to me making sure say will be if any say was standard of proof no standard it will be a burden of proof which Makajo say it is with the prosecution. What I say at no point does this in fact some cases judge no can or say the burden of proof at all times is with the prosecution and any attempt to whittle it down would not be tolerated. The burden in there our prosecution also. That's what I say. There will be a first standard of proof. In civil cases, no, it is preponderance of probabilities. What I say, probable this or that. But in criminal prosecution, it is beyond reasonable doubt. Even if there's a shadow of doubt, the accused person must be acquitted and discharged.
Okay.
There must not be any doubt at all. Now, to be able to prove the guilt of the accused, no, the prosecution has to adduce evidence. There are different types of evidence. We have the oral evidence, but we have the... Okay, all right.
Hello, good morning. We didn't be able to Okasa Fita Kwade, we didn't. Osebunzu, my NTU. Okay.
The case to go court, any case to be a trap 6 years. A trap 6 years. Not sit, not Yama, and I love Yama, and I answer it. And soon to be the entire time about Pakistan.
Okay.
But you need to be our judgment now for the answer. On my time, on the Biaga Fire, on my Biaga Cosman to me.
Okay, yeah, that's it. I'm going to come ask them for Honomo. Hello, we didn't be able to cast free.
Pache mizini Ebenezer me kasa free Boase.
Okay, Boase, my NTU.
Yo, anopay de me da so makonya mabamo program so. On say to me case in that travel a long time.
Yeah.
we say amanyofo so munye tumi a omuntu omobo tumi bia na end one day also went to me case sometimes and I blame the head of the government for previous government also John Jinapo if they make his statement they won't to me any lances and the whole president come backlash a minister statement I want to say come to me realize that be nipa na what the head of department na dey abe can statement we have found
but minister na make say only license obe or the asanba to just say mining air cost but one can say only license akonta mining or my license
yo and me that's so make that correction to me
okay me so me that's offer phone be cancel na one kwasa
na me ka say they are different every different
types that come we say
yewo
untumi lawyers no so amwa no
asam na nkofo kan onyaka
but that's it
onyaka say owini asam dey say lawyers
good
onyaka I say blast out akobo match ni ase your board draw in England board draw you see coach dey good you call ya
hello good morning we didn't be our casa free
Good morning.
yeah what casa free okay now you first saying Sheriff Mayentio
Otieno
Sheriff Mayentio entio ho why Mayentio okay yawo o kasa free
me kasa free kuma say Fadman Pontin
okay yawo Fadman Pontin Mayentio
kasa free Fadman Pontin
ya te Mayentio
utumi asem na ja me kira magene ewo ho utumi make say judge for no my ade because amana do time say ye dey pepper ye ne kure etnemu nti make say judgment 20 years ne dey ekresha e command be 30 years he say sitting government on so na appointees for so guarantee na do be ba no so be na wanchi omo na o ma na ye ho ntoy
yeah that's it very oh we make say why not say someone hello good morning
Hello.
yeah we didn't be our casa free
Me see the capture free tema. Me did the wonder.
okay tema wanga Mayentio so that we see we need here now go straight
The culture chairman, the president is at the Juma party. Chairman
chama untimi ana
Hello.
chama untimi ana
The chairman.
ene obi say bone be na wire na say adwuma be na wire
Juma. He said, "Oh Juma dia, Juma odi ewa man oje Juma be na oye."
adwuma oye say the adwuma oye minor
The culture.
oye minor o too good
Enti sesiano asema emi na kakani se omo kase papa no on di boni bia enti anjese omo fan tu anase we ya e na me pese ni ku se mind na otu ye e kese eye ni twa odi ni mind twa na odi e na ofa amra kwan su se mind tuma oye no ofa amra kwan su aka e twa na odi
yeah te me that say mame ko ni wadu bi ase na me fo bi so ho no hello good morning good morning hello good morning good morning meto kabara am say me kasa wo mo wonte
me pato mate me pato say papa no what you want money we very good pa
okay
lawyer no chan mami we good pa me bom dia me kan say me kasa free me odi biase assembly member papa me good my feeling for we over number anti Ghana next time me yana ya ko no we good pa me bom dia me kan say Mahama, on to me, we MPP for that. On to me, we Peter, my own to me, tomorrow, so what the problem for another current too. It 24-hour economy. any marketing was opposition mamma, on your video, the Baku. It won't take one canoe, no one thing Joseph Yamin. One thing the ministers and another young who said, when you're selected pay, it is our say. So we move money, pan or yen Sadia, on China, the Homan, and ready to do. But they're not lawyer American. On the based on this, all the opposition for one with your Kaka. And the answer, say, almost say, Joseph Yamin, and it's MPs no musu ye galamteno yansu ye ba wa ya ko pio fa gold e woga na nyina sa mi je gold no de go no mo ti se yes ye ba di na ne de go ne o mfa na no mfa me
but that's it next call wa homa no so cancel the time no ya so or baby continue na my fellas next caller. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Sabos.
We didn't baby our casa free
Me pacho the friend
Elias my too.
Master pacho me pese me pese Elias ni ubi bien en na obeka. Me Elias no kwasa. Me nga mi pese se Christian kuni veli.
Okay.
Ya ji koki amobo wa ji obi confession e dia na ebe.
Me pacho eno ne de eno ne ye wo allegation a we make me pacho nya ha why mesrew mini evidence bia e na Tenka TV to be media group any evidence bia wo ho say bibi sa wo why yente ye nim mpo why me pacho ani de ye ni hunu ne ye kan was me di wa dance nye de wo de ba prepare for me pamucha wa mame for hanum se na for ni say hello, good morning. Okay, yeah, do almost see yantu aso e wa hanum se cancel
na me can different types no.
Yeah.
So your oral evidence, your documentary evidence, your circumstantial evidence, and at the account. The court in Gina Subua won't to me for no. Maybe a friend circumstantial evidence. Now, circumstantial evidence, you know, because for a lot of crimes, you know, yeah, not witnesses in Shadani. It's no one Gina say, okay, on the concession, no, when you know. And no call a guy necessary, we see, it's a nina boa noa. I was said, nina to be appointed to one irresistible conclusion, say, assume and I and as assume I be. If there is any other evidence contrary to sir irresistible conclusion now, and I say any evidence that will operate to truncate that chain now, it means that the person has to be acquitted and discharged.
Okay.
So ana etie.
Well, yeah, that's it. Cancel. Yeah, that's it. But
na me chere eyi. Also na me chere different types of plea.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can say I'm guilty. We can say I'm guilty but with an explanation. And we can say I'm not guilty. Yeah. Na me chere say I'm guilty no straight away.
Conviction.
I'm guilty with explanation no straight away conviction. But ebia we explanation no betimi aboa court no.
I'm guilty no. I say lady yeah. Okudide mampeni etem wo TikTok I don't know call no opini guilty straight
hona di hono yenko asem no nkra. I'm guilty with explanation no. It means that what you have to say about nemum obeso wo nchechemu sa nchechemu no say e to asum a is be about 10 years e be don ka say okay dey go 2 years and go 3 years
e be na bibi na ma
ko e be bibi na ma ko yes anti sa na na mpese me ditu ya.
Okay, and so final advice to general public or mo hwe wo bi ho no mo ya bechi no o case be how to go about na obi abetumi abo no ho ban a onkonya asem ana so onkonya ban amane bi.
Say they met me can say ye nyina ye wo mrapon a ye de chekere ye man no na ye nyina ye wasudie we ye on man bapa o say we make sure say they obey nyina no mrakwan so na so ye say be ye new drivers wo mo driver so mo respected the regulations road regulations no ye new no mo edidwa ni say wo mo efa ban sikadi say be politicians so Ghana for among Makwenya so meso man so ni say almost man no pesca go mbotom so almost man no e de boa nyina na wo mo ye galamsey ni illegal mining na so no o mo ngira yie isa sese ano chema wontimi akomi na je say sese ano wa ozuzu we ye say me a unni political back in there na say we dey waso betimi na o mo bisa number no me de me PA number e ma o mo
okay
o betimi afre
and then I can remember bisa try say mbona mana say me pache wa cancel before you be called tribunal asemi aba to dia be
asemi tribunal ide say ka otimi ma me ede na ka etimi aba na be bobo say na meet me aba otuna kra meet me aba
e check up meet me aba and ye the police be the home come na ye be the tribunal home come because I say bebe na TVC for raise concerns and TVC for
concerns are legitimate me stating my position but I think say we na koye emra 70 no I say me ba na ye be chichi first one am kind it was political
okay
but see no say a colleague there na say me ba na be chichi say we constitutional provisions na there antia omo be tribunal no and the memorandum accompanying the bill and the bill itself, the disagreements with section 4 and section 6 of the bill, all of those things, section 11 of the bill, all of those things.
And that's a part of the or contact no.
I mean, P.
Okay.
The number near 020
523
74
11
11. 020 523 74 11. Pachoma mu friend after 6 or your obawari.
And I can say friend after 6. Sabe na wapun adwuma ko fit no. Obawari for mo ana mo bisa lawyer number no there are two giants no. O asem na twetwere obona wunya lawyer be kan mo o friend be gina mu dia ma o why. Da bibia no akose kan. Yes so na before e be so no MPP regional elections in Basom Eastern region for mo candidate na ye ba kope Eastern region mo candidate no e ba
every me first vice chair you Richard Ahiagba
me call regional ya national
me call national ya region
me ba cham region dey Eastern region for mo go on video chairman Kwadwo Boaten Agyemman chairman Kujo me pa cho
Agyemman
ane Jama Kujo Boaten Agyemman mon kai no yame ya domu a na monfa abato ne emfa emma no ani Eastern region for mo chairman no
Asante region dey me Pekuka
okay also Pekuka wa Asante region Western region for mo communication officer mo amu dem dada wa ya adwuma na wa so ma che Isa Fuseni wan dem no radio to radio TV to TV adwuma na no a na wo ye e wo ho no na cancel there was on Asante region de Kuka na okọ e de amane sapepepe na eti ebusia ye de ko wade ne be si ha no mo sei na afa no yatoa so na speaker na ya fiankom e de edika e de atoa so kama e de ama but before you be call no American phone na phones emfa ma smartphone na ukwa na nye battery na nye papa when they say obepe on phones na OWUSU woko be ton phone be also open on phone obenye bi ato e wo ho no mo woko circle haya bebe na e ho no pie nya botre wati ona cancel boss sisi a enti no ho so obenye bi ato na bibia no aye kama on phones battery ne chep eye kama say OWUSU a the picture quality kampo na ekumi no enti open phone part of pa smartphone dia on phone na me kan fo e de amawo lufat malaria droson ko aye de tu malaria se e de fene padua mu mu mienu mo fa na for suspension no a na impenifo no so afa tablet they have catch self medication enye papa enti they can test ansa na wafa lufat no e de tu malaria asekra 3 days one will be there dan say akesa malaria away up to date estate and construction so what was as papa edi amount wo mo wala shibi udru ho no mo baron shop no sports no ho na obehu wo mo na wo mo edi dwanti no up to date the opasa sepade a ho na wo se ukoto ensase no wo yada se so ya bre share lifestyle na wuguso a wo hwe Ghana na dwumedi watinka TV so ne de bebo am edi nkomo lawyer Kwadwo OWUSU KWAME OWUSU DANSO several kafacha me KWAME OWUSU DANSO we should be able to make friend short KOD obeje wo so can say that se bebe
me so me da se pa na akwenye yes